whatever is done or whatever is being done and whatever is going to be done. This is karma. In your previous birth, you wanted to build a temple, for example. In this Janma, the desire is more and you're fulfilling that. So the only thing we can do is spirituality. Let not your anger punish because of my bad.
Hari Om Amma.
Shri Matre Namaha. Hari Om.
Amma, what is karma? Will the karma of my parents, grandparents affect me? And my karma will be calling to my children's grandchildren's?
Okay. So you've asked me a very beautiful question. What is karma? Okay. See, this word karma simply means actions, deeds, whatever is done or whatever is being done and whatever is going to be done. This is karma generally. But we think karma is some big word like, something which is chasing us and something like that. It is not so. When you say karma, karyam, whichever is being done, which is going to be done. So actions are called as karma. Okay. Now, in your question, you have asked me, will the karmas of my parents and grandparents be there for me? And will my karma affect my progeny, that is my children and children's children? Okay. Now let's see first what are the karmas we are having. So, in our scriptures, the karma is divided into three. One is sanchita karma, the next is prarabdha karma, and akamya karma. So these are the three karmas which are being mentioned in our scriptures. So the sanchita karma. Now we have been doing a lot of deeds from the time we took the birth, that is, we separated ourselves from Shiva. Once we separated, we were Shivam. From the time we separated from Shiva, we have started accumulating karmas. That is, we are into action. So the karma doesn't mean only bad things, bad as well as good. Okay, so we are doing some actions. So the actions start accumulating. So we have taken so many births, like you are being born as a weed, you are being born as a single cell organism, then you grew into, let's say, the animal and birds and plants and trees and so on. So many janmas. And human beings, and in human beings, after that also you would have become an animal. Like, we have traveled a very, very, very long path, and now the one who is listening to this video or the podcast might have traveled hundreds of births, because only if you have the thought that I am some spiritual being, you'll be asking me this question. I am a spiritual being and how should I live? So that intellect, see, the evolution has not stopped. So the evolution has been going on and going on and on, from plant to birds, animals, human beings, and so on, and it is taking. So in all these things, we have been carrying lot of imprints, we call it as imprints in your soul. So it is being carried by you. So this is called as sanchita karma. So with this packet of imprints, you were born onto this earth. So now you're here. Now you're born. From the time of your birth till now, from that packet of karmas, this Janma, you have taken little bit of those imprints and you have traveled that path. Say, for example, in your previous birth, you wanted to build a temple, for example. In this Janma, the desire is more and you're fulfilling that. So from your Sanchita, This janma, the prarabdha, that is from the time of your birth till now, you're doing some karmas. That's called as the prarabdha karma. And when you're doing this karma, the akamya karma, your soul is again into the track of actions, again into the kama, again into the desire, and it is also, packing up some karmas. That's called as akamya karma. Is it clear to you? So we have the three: sanchita, prarabdha, and akamya karmas. So now you look at yourself as sanchita, prarabdha, and akamya karma. So this, we are having this packet of actions, good or bad. I am not talking about good or bad. Okay. Now I am coming to your second question. Will I inherit this karma from my parents and grandparents? Now, ask yourself one question. Why am I born to these parents? See, you have a different parent, I have a different parents. Why I was born to my parents and you were born to this parent, and any X, Y, Z, whoever it is, they are born to different parents. Now, it is the soul which is seeking the parents. It is not the parents seeking the soul. So the soul is seeking parents according to the sanchita karma, the packet it has. So it has a pack. He has to complete the pack. He has to complete that pack, and he's looking out for some parent who is also having a similar pack. Hope you understand. See, you're not only inheriting the genetically your physical appearance, you're inheriting genetically your wealth, the property of your parents. Naturally, you are inheriting the karma of your parents because your soul was searching for the parents with a similar karma, and you were born into that family. So it was your soul, the packet of energy, that is the karma that was bound in the soul, has brought you to those parents. So the karma of your parents and you are the same, or the karma of your ancestors, the Pitrus, are the same. It falls in the line, good or bad. So don't think only bad. Therefore, you will for sure inherit the karmas of your parents. Okay? Similarly, now you're going to have a baby. There is some soul with similar knots, karmas, is seeking, and this person is going to be born into your family, and it is going to take the line of your karma. See, this is very simple to understand because you are genetically taking looking at you and say you're this person's daughter, this is person's son, it's genetically the physical form. You are inheriting the diseases. No, what else you need? So you're inheriting the diseases. You're inheriting the property. Whether they give or not, we'll fight and get it, right? So you're inheriting the property. Definitely you are going to inherit the karmas also. Hope I have answered your questions. Do you have any other question on karma?
How can one get rid of karma or cleanse the bad karma?
Okay. So how can we get rid of karma or cleanse the bad karma? There's only one way. Okay, see, in a glass, you have dirty water. So you've asked about bad karma. So you have a little bit of dirty water in a glass. You want to clean the water, right? You're not allowed to pour it outside. You cannot, because it's already there inside. So what you can do, you take another glass of water, which is pure, and pour it inside, the glass gets filled up, the dirty water mixture comes out. You keep on pouring the pure water till all the bad water comes out, and finally you get a crystal clear water. So how long will it take? Depends upon how dirty the water was. How much of good water is needed? That also depends upon how much of bad water is there, right? The same logic. Same logic. So we have come already with some bad karmas. Because of that, we are suffering. We are getting negativities in our life. So the only thing we can do is spirituality. Surrender to divine. The purest, without, beyond all karmas is Shiva himself. Right? So he himself. So by surrendering to him, by saying his namas, by worshipping him, putting a very good pure energy of Lord Shiva, Devi in you, the negatives are getting dissolved. The negatives are getting dissolved. Sri Rudram is the ultimate resort. You chant Sri Rudram. See, the Mrityunjaya mantra. Mano mahantamudamano adbhakam mana mukshantamudamana ukshitam mano vadipitaramothamadaram priya manasthanuvo rudraririshaha manastoke tanaye mana ayushi mano ghoshu mano ashve churirishaha Viran mano rudra bhamito bhat havishmanto namasa vidhemate. I worship you. Let you be kind enough on my children, my cattle, everything, so that let not your wrath, let not your anger punish because of my bad karma. This is the verse from Sri Rudram. And when you say the thing, Maha Mrityunjaya Mantram, and then say, Ayam me hasto bhagavan, ayam me bhavattaraha, ayam me vishvabeshajo yagum shibhabhimachanaha. The hands which are worshipping you are even more powerful than you. So how can it happen? My hands were dirty with so much of bad karmas. But constantly praying, constantly surrendering, constantly taking in the divine energy of Lord Shiva, my hands become even more powerful than you. See, this is the greatness of our dharma. This is the greatness. This is spirituality. This is spirituality, not resorting to certain temporary reliefs. Of course, you need the temporary relief, but and then once again, if you accumulate more and more bad karmas, it's going to continue. It's not going to stop. See, there is a saying in Tamil, Arasan nandru kolvan, Devam nindru kollum. That's all. The karmas will come into action because it's been done. If you eat salt, you have to drink water, like that. If you what you sow, you reap. It's all this is the theory. Nothing can be done about it. But you can do one thing. What you can do, see, you have sown something bad. You can put something on top so that it does not sprout. Isn't it? You not allow the bad karma to sprout. And that is the divine path, divine life. That is seeking the feet of divine. Srimatre Namaha.